Hi, my name is Jeremy Redig. I'm with Floor Rescue Incorporated here in Dallas, Texas. We're going to be doing a stained concrete patio front porch today. Previously had like a AstroTurf type material on it. It's been removed. There's some glue on it. We're going to remove the glue. We're going to diamond grind it to expose some of the aggregate and then stain this floor. We're going to score it too, create a pattern, and we're going to show you step by step how that works today. Thank you. When removing glue, you can use small scrapers. You can grind through glue too if it's not too thick, but when it's thick, it's best to run a small scraper over it and try to get up the glue or paint before you start your grinding. Glue has a tendency to get in the pores and it'll block the stain from penetrating. So glue has to be properly removed. If you just scrape the surface and don't grind it, sometimes you have to chemically extract the glue from the pores so that the stain penetrates. And or diamond grinding is another efficient method. This is a traditional, well, maybe not so traditional, but it's a grinder. Basically, this wheel on here is what's called a diamond cup wheel. They make these in different grits. It's for grinding concrete specifically. This has nothing to do with the polishing process. This has to do with cutting a floor aggressively for various issues, taking high spots down. Sometimes we use diamond grinding as a prep method for a stained floor, or for coatings or overlays and stuff, but in this case we're going to use it to prep the floor for stain. What's nifty about this is, you know, you got a dust shroud on it, so it keeps the dust down. So this is a very messy process. So we're going to start grinding over here. We're going to grind through some of this paint and glue. This cup wheel is very aggressive, so it can cut through some mastic and adhesives and paints depending on how thick they are. And so we're going to start over here with that. Put my vacuum on. This is another cup wheel, diamond cup wheel, different grinder. This one's variable speed, which is kind of cool. Obviously it doesn't have a dust shroud, but this I can use on the edges to expose the aggregate and clean them up, and also kind of round the edges. I can adjust the speed, make sure I don't cut or dig too deep. This will also get in the corners where my other grinder with the dust shroud couldn't fit because of, you know, the way it's designed. But we still got to clean it off and finish. I'm gonna finish the grinding. We'll clean it off and then we'll get our patching done. But basically this is what we have so far, and we'll see you later in the process. We're fixing to, we patched all the holes in the cracks, so you see all the gray excess material everywhere. We're going to cut the floor back. We're going to cut the floor back again so that all that remains is the material in the holes and in the patches before we do the scoring, so that our lines go through all the, you know, the patching and everything, and it all looks, you know, consistent, and then we'll get it ready to stain. Hi, we're back. We just got through staining the entire floor. We did a base coat of a couple of chemical colors. I'm trying to advertise for them, but we did some light color stains, And we're going around the border now with a kind of a richer kind of brown tone. We're going to do some multiple colors on the inside of this to kind of give it a slate feel, kind of faux and staining each additional square to give it that kind of appeal. So we'll keep staining our border here. When applying acid stains, they have an immediate reaction, so you got to be careful that if you put it on real heavy, you know, you kind of want to go in circular motion so that you don't leave any evidence of brush strokes. It just really depends on the surface and, you know, how you apply it. But you want it to look like it was laid on naturally and not rolled on or brushed on, so you got to be kind of mindful of that. But you can see the reaction once I put it down. You know, it's an acidic material. If you wait too long and the stain's too thin and you start trying to brush it back and forth, you can run the risk of having brush strokes in there. But again, this concrete was ground, so it's very porous. It's like a sponge, and you'll see with the end result that there will be no evidence of these lines, these brush strokes, which is, you know, huge to, you know, you want your project to turn out looking beautiful in the end, and that's just a small tip there. I'm Jeremy Redig, and this is Floor Rescue, and we're back here on the patio that we've been staining. We did the scoring, and this is Sophie. Can you say hi? Okay. We finished scoring the patio yesterday. We stained it. We put one coat of sealer on it. We added a little sand in it for texture because it's you know, even though it's covered, when you grind concrete, it does make it a little bit more smooth. Typically outdoor concrete is broom finished, and so we added a little silica sand for texture, and we're going to put the second coat of sealer on now, and we thank you.